like the American Red Cross, with 66,000 users moving over to Office 365. And it's backed by Microsoft, and it's backed by some of the best partners in the world, all of you here today. So a phenomenal opportunity for us moving forward. It's also a product that we put our heart and soul in making it the leading industrial strength product that you can really count on to move your business to. That means it's reliable. It means it goes beyond thinking about mean time to failure to thinking about geo-redundant data centers across the world. It means about automatic recovery so that we sense issues that we have along the way and we fix them before they become a problem. It means being always up to date, keeping the service always up to date, keeping the clients up to date as well. It also means transformations for how we think about developing the software. We've actually moved the responsibility to run the services into the development teams. So there's that fast recovery process of saying, oh, we see what's going on there. Not just how do we get things working again, but how do we change how we're building that software to become even more reliable in the future. And it means service level agreements that are backed by real financial commitments, a critical thing in this business. It means security. It means being secure by design, something we've been working on for decades. It means thinking about physical security and who has access to our data centers. It means thinking through our policies and auditing and who do we give that information to? Who do we not give that information to? It's the customer's data. They're the ones that ought to be able to hold on to that data. So it's enterprise class for everybody, and we think it's a huge value proposition, a huge differentiator that you can go to your customers and tout versus the other offerings that happen to be out there at the market today. We will be the leaders in cloud productivity in the same way that we are leaders in on-premises productivity, and it will be up to you and to us to get us there. So, a number of you have actually started transforming your businesses to the cloud, and we very much appreciate that support. We've doubled the number of cloud partners in the past year alone. But we put together a video that kind of brings together some of those experiences that some of those early cloud partners are having, some of the success. So let's watch the video and get a sense of that. Roll the video, please.
The future is about having a platform in the cloud. Cloud.
Hearing Steve talk about what partners needed to be doing in the cloud certainly was impactful.
I was shocked. I really was shocked.
We had some decisions to make as to how we wanted to react to that.
The first customers that we implemented on BPOS were learning curves for us.
Our sales cycles were longer. Part of that was the fact that companies were just beginning to get familiar with the cloud. Part of it was we're getting familiar with how to sell it.
It's quite a different business model.
It was tough making money. We hadn't made the investments yet. A lot of our initial projects were less profitable. We began to see there's a lot of questions we were getting that were different than the types of questions we were getting from our customers for traditional infrastructure.
We've really had to step back and spend a lot of time on education.
We basically knew that we had to train our people on selling online services.
You can't go into it lightly.
Everybody in the company has to be behind this movement.
Is that cloud service is a different type of selling. This is solution selling. This is service selling. This is not product selling.
Once we got a couple of large customers to adopt and had referenceable case studies, we really saw a wave of demand.
We came to realize that online solutions was going to be the future.
So that's when we decided to double down. We needed to make the investments. We needed to invest in the tools. We needed to invest in the training. We needed to invest in the people.
Sure, project sizes got smaller.
Profitability, which is what we all care about, is much higher.
Office 365 act as a catalyst to create more business. If the customer grow, we grow.
Currently, about 30% of our revenue is cloud impacted. Next year, 80% of our revenue will be cloud impacted.
We've seen rapid growth in the last 3 years. We're nearly double the size that we were.
Now we can't keep up with the demand.
This is the future. Cloud computing, Office 365, that's where it's at.
We have a very strong conviction that the cloud business will explode.
And customers are demanding this. So if you're not talking to your customers about the cloud, somebody else is.
Microsoft is a great partner in this space. Microsoft is going to win in the cloud, and we're going to be there with them.
So hopefully that gives you a sense of how some of our early partners are embracing the cloud and the success that they're seeing as well. There's huge opportunities in terms of the partner engagement that's possible with the cloud. In some sense, even richer the engagement that you have with your customers today. You can have discussions around how they move to the cloud, do the planning with them. You can help them in the transition to the cloud itself. You can add value-added services. Think about the SharePoint customizations you do today. All those customizations are needed in a cloud environment just as well as they're needed on-premise. And you have to think about how you bring together the on-premises deployment with the cloud deployment. There's integration opportunities. Like Kirill will show you a great example of how CRM integrates with SharePoint. Those same things are possible when you think about the CRM online service integrating with SharePoint in the cloud, the same way you think about that integration on premises as well. And then there's cloud-based applications. They're either greenfield applications or a number of our current partners are actually moving their solutions to the web. So for instance, Formatus, who actually builds forms for SharePoint. That's a great product on premises. It also works in the cloud as well. Or Nintex, who does workflow on SharePoint. Should work just as well in the cloud. So huge opportunities there. So we really believe that Office 365 is a conversation that you should have with every customer, particularly those that are on Office 2003 today. Because remember, Office 2003 does not work with Office 365. So this is an opportunity to have that talk about that transition as well. We've also been busy to make sure that we can assure your success by the support services that we have for you as well. We've deployed a cloud-ready enterprise agreement, which means that customers can move any number of their users to the cloud and retain on-premises rights to them for the first year of the agreement. Huge transition opportunity there. We've revised our advisor compensation model, so that first 12% that you get for moving people to the cloud, you'll get that sooner to help with your cash flow. We've got a premier deployment program which enables a premier deployment expert to work with you on up to 3 engagements. And finally, the Office 365 Marketplace is open. And this is an opportunity to get online and get free lead generation. We've had one customer say that in the first 2 months that they were on the Marketplace, they drove $350,000 worth of new business by being involved in the Marketplace. So I hope you'll get as excited as we are. We are committing our entire team to think about the future being in the cloud. There's not a person in my dev team that doesn't think about how the cloud is impacting what we do in the development teams each and every day. We hope that you'll sign up. We hope you'll register to be an online Office 365 services partner and use the service yourself. It's not always known that you can have up to 250 of your employees actually use the service, the enterprise version of the service, for free. And so there's an opportunity for you to eat the dog food, so to speak, and learn more. Kirk, who you just saw do the Link demo, will be giving an Office Division Value keynote right after this. And we'll also have an Office 365 partner launch session later on today. So that's it. I hope you get a sense of, one, we are incredibly pleased and thankful for all the great work that you've had to really make success in the Office business today. We will continue to be the leaders in productivity, not just in today's world, but as our world moves to the cloud. And we'll do it through the strength of the partnership that we have with everybody in the room. So thank you for our shared success. And so that, I'm going to bring up Kirill Tatarninov to talk to you about the Dynamics business. So Kirill.
Thank you, Satya. Good morning, everybody. I'm truly excited to be here with you today. What a great event, and what a great time to be with Microsoft Business Solutions. As you heard from Steve yesterday, with Microsoft Dynamics, we are on a tear. And I want to start by saying huge thank you to all of our partners, to all of you who work with Microsoft Dynamics, many thousands of you here in the room for doing an amazing work helping our customers worldwide. Let's hear it for our Dynamics partners here. With Business Solutions, not only do we work with our partners, we deliberately depend on our partners. And for that, we have the richest and the best partner program that is coveted by the industry. And with the latest announcement that we made yesterday on adding referral program to Microsoft Partner Network. Everybody here, everybody who works with business customers can share in Microsoft Dynamics success. Because Dynamics essentially brings everything that we do for our business customers together. And the value of Microsoft, the value of Office, the value of Azure, the value of everything that we do in our server platform manifests itself in many cases through Dynamics in front of business customers. Together, we have seen amazing success. And today we have many brand names and many customers running their businesses, running their mission-critical applications powered by Microsoft Dynamics. Customers of all sizes are ready to modernize their applications and move into the future with Microsoft Dynamics. There's one name, there's one brand that is not on this slide, but it is all over this event. And that is actually one of the best and also the most demanding Dynamics customers that I have. And obviously, that name is Microsoft. Tony Scott, our CIO, is here. And Microsoft, for historic reasons, used to run Siebel. And many of our salespeople passionately hated the tool that we asked them to use every day. And today, I'm really proud to report to you that this year, Microsoft is Siebel-free. And every single one of you here are actually beneficiaries of this change, because people from Microsoft who help you every day use Microsoft Dynamics. And I hope you have seen this positive change in productivity of people in Microsoft who support you in the last year. Well, in fact, I know you have seen this change, as we've seen in the reports and survey results that you produced in the last year. So thank you for that. Together, we're changing the game in business applications. We set this very ambitious vision for what the business of the future ought to look like. We call that dynamic business. The only constant in the world is change. And we're setting up the future where every business can be dynamic. Business that does not stand still. Business that anticipates change. Business that moves ahead of the pace of the economy and the environment that surrounds it. And we build tools, systems, and methodologies that empowers and enables dynamic business. And our job and our mission is to make every business into a dynamic business. And our job is to empower every single one of you here to become dynamic businesses through the usage of Microsoft Dynamics solutions. We have solution that is the easiest and the most intuitive to use. We deliver true value with unrivaled return on investment and reduced total cost of ownership compared to any other tool that's available out there. And we're proud to be the tool that is the most agile, which is the easiest to deploy, the quickest to roll out, and the easiest to implement in any customer size and any type of organization. The momentum in this business has been phenomenal. With CRM, we passed another very important milestone this year. 2 million users worldwide run Microsoft Dynamics CRM every day to manage their sales and customer care processes and to run broad range of line of business applications enabled by XRM platform. Amazing success, amazing growth. I know many of Dynamics CRM partners are out here in the room. Thank you for working with us on enabling this success. With Dynamics ERP, we celebrated very important milestone, 10 years in ERP business for Microsoft. And during this 10 years, every year we've been adding approximately 15,000 customers. No other vendor in this space can tell you that they've been adding 15,000 customers consistently, year over year over year. And we're seeing growth across portfolio of our products. We have products